Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel. It's time for the Swan. Are you ready? Have you had your Browlifts? Have you had yours ready? Have you got your Browlift ready?
Currently having my Browlift as we speak.
Beautiful.
This tiara is putting
It's giving you a Browlift. Oh, well, the tiaras were the idea for the Swan, but they're actually bloody awful. I'm going to rip mine off. This is absolutely the worst idea I've ever had.
It's because I'm bald and there's little spike bits here at the bottom. It's like stabbing me in the head.
Stab the lady. Oh,
Is yours uncomfortable too? I mean, you've got hair.
I won the Swan.
Ooh.
I cannot believe it has been 4 months since I started the Swan Girls.
It's been a lot.
So the reason why I have Roly here today is because the Swan Pageant is 2 hours long, and I was like, as much as I love the Swan, loves the Swan, I'm not going to watch the whole thing by myself, so I've got my exclusive viewer who always gives me the reviews on the Swan before they go live.
I get them a few days before and I'm like, take that out, you shouldn't have said that, you should say this.
Yeah, why did you say this?
Lovely woman.
18 times. Yes, exactly. I have absolutely no idea what to expect for the pageant. The whole series has been like, are you ready for the pageant?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Nelly Galan's been like, why aren't you ready for the pageant? I'm gonna die!
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Do you know also she tried to do this with men and no company would touch it? They were like, men don't get plastic surgery.
No, they don't, no.
No.
Scandal!
Oh, she's getting in the habit.
Yeah, she is, yeah, hello.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
So, today we don't have Arhanger. Oh, I know, it's just time to bleed.
Time to internally bleed.
So we don't have any Arhanger today because we're listening just like for the vibes. No, that's not right. I don't know why, for the life of me, I decided to wear a turtleneck, but I was just like, you know, glamorous.
Isn't it a bit hot?
We're like watching the Swan. We're judges at the Swan.
Yeah.
The Swan.
The Swan.
The Swan! So without further ado, my loves, get your beverages ready, come have a little sit down and let's watch part 1 of The Swan Pageant.
Can't make yes, bitch.
4 months ago, these 9 women had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to change their lives forever.
Cult.
They underwent the most radical transformations, both inside and out. They went from ordinary women to extraordinary beauty queens.
Oh, for God's sake, give it a rest.
Tonight, in the most dramatic pageant
They all
in
look
the
like
history of
jellyfish.
Yeah, they
television,
did big bauble.
one of these lucky women will be crowned the Swan.
The Swan Girls! The Swan!
What's the swan?
What's this? Oh, immediately clock, copyright.
Don't believe your eyes when you look at them now.
Or so-called ugly ducklings.
Oh my God.
This
This was a
amazing
thing?
transformations ever during its time period with 15 million viewers. Like, you didn't watch it either because I know I'm not the only one.
She's a bit feisty, isn't she? I recognise her from
The
something.
Swan program
Denver,
began with a
Seattle Girls.
nationwide search among more than 200,000 hopefuls, all looking to fulfill their fantasy of going from ugly ducklings to swans.
Sounds beyond cool.
Can we just say, she was the one who was like, no,
Get out of the pageant! You're not welcome here, girls!
that is insane.
That was a horrible thing to say, ugly duckling. Like, so we've known this whole time there's been like ugly duckling and swan, but they've never actually said it.
Yeah,
that's the first, to my knowledge. But that was like, they were all ugly ducklings. They were not ugly.
No.
None of these women were ever ugly.
No. Absolutely do not agree. And the fact that they also use like average-looking women as an insult, they were like, these dirty average women, now we've made them into swans. It's such harmful language, and I can't believe that so many of those other shows, like those, are they called like talking head shows, where they're like, we're on a couch and we're talking about the news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those, like, I can't believe that so many of them were talking about it at the same time. Did anybody see this? Like, when this happened, did you watch like shows like that woman shouting?
I'm really interested as well to see what like the UK viewers would have said. Like, was this broadcast in the UK?
I have absolutely no idea. That's a great point, actually. I have no idea. I didn't even know about this until literally like 4 months ago. So I'm like, oh, time for the Swan Girls. I nearly hit myself in the eye.
Oh, she's got an injury.
Jazz, yeah. Quick. Dr.
We
Browlifts.
chose 16 women who wanted to transform both inside and out.
People just don't understand what it feels like to feel ugly. I guess I'm afraid nobody else would ever love me. It was just so
Oh, for
heartbreaking.
God's sake.
Tragedious time.
These women handed over their lives to a world.
Cry for the camera. Yeah, cry for the camera. Tell me about that time you saw a rat in the garden. Oh, surgery girls.
Oh, yeah, the
CO2 lasers, tummy tuck, breast augmentation.
I've not seen any of this because you've blurred it all out.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Cosmetic dentistry.
This is one of my
She's been disbarred.
Weeks of intense therapy.
What's your fault? And you're never gonna allow it again.
Coaching to ensure they stuck to the program.
You mean bullying? So bullying. Surgery.
Yeah. Especially that woman when she went to Tonya and was just like, no, are you sure you don't want any more?
No,
Yeah, we
no.
can bring him back.
Grueling physical training. Come on, hit it! All while being away from their friends and family.
Oh, it's awful, isn't it?
I want to come home right now.
Oh,
Horrible child.
horrible.
Stop
Stop
guilt
guilt-tripping your mum.
But some would stop at nothing to win.
I'm gonna be in a string bikini before this is over.
And they would do
Okay,
all
let go.
this without seeing themselves in a mirror
I avoid him anyways.
until their final reveal. In the end, only the 9 women who achieved the greatest transformations were chosen to compete in the pageant. Now, our finalists must prepare for the biggest night of their lives, rehearsing for performances,
Dude, I got a little sex appeal here. This is kind of cool.
pushing their bodies to the limit.
I'm definitely in the best shape I've ever been in my life.
Oh my god, they're doing like the Swan All-Stars or something. Like, it's like time for 7 Browlifts.
Yeah, no.
Can we just actually stop for a moment? The amount of like upswing tempo music that's been going on in this intro for like 2 minutes now, we're like,
Let us breathe.
what's gonna happen next? Literally, when this was on TV 20 years ago, people would have been like, I'm gonna have a stroke, girls. Look at my legs, I'm covered in goose pimples.
Oh.
Oh,
It's good you're actually sitting next to me and she's sopping.
I am deeply electric.
Confidence of pageant contenders.
I'm a winner to make it to the pageant, but I want to win.
Oh, it's gone very America's Next Top Gal.
Time for our contestants to
This is
take
the full
center
audience,
stage.
people. A full audience.
It's a full audience.
Beth Lane.
Oh?
From Chesterfield, Michigan,
Bonchetta.
Molly Regevich. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Belinda Bassan.
Oh, Belinda, girl.
Belinda.
Rancho Cordova, California, Christina Tyree.
What is this like angle they're making them do? They're like, look over here and like wistfully whop your wibblies.
Yep.
From Abingdon, Maryland, Kelly Elemi.
Oh,
Was she the one that got
From
brought back?
San
Yeah, she
Diego,
was.
California, Cindy.
Oh, Christy.
Put 2 of them back just to be like, no, so you came back for nothing,
From
bitch.
Yeah.
Victorville, California,
Lol.
Merlene Norman.
Lurleen.
And from
Marley.
St. Washington, Rachel Love Fraser.
She was the first one.
Only one will be crowned the Swan.
That was the longest intro I think I've ever seen to a show
Now,
ever.
from Los Angeles, it's the exciting finale.
Oh, I just want to say, before we get into the exciting finale, who was in the crowd here? Were there like, were celebrities invited to come down? You know, like when Drag Race does like, you know, the event at the
Yeah.
end, they're like, bring celebrities in. Was the Swan like, did they invite, like, did anybody here in the audience, were you ever there? Like, did you ever go to this? Was this a thing that people went to? I'm sure it would have been. You would have got tickets and stuff to go. Shall we go see the Swan Girls? Soak my laptop in juices, girl.
Unique competition ever presented.
Don't say that again.
Understatement of the year. Century.
The Swan Pageant.
Your host, Amanda Byron.
Amanda, girl. Oh, she's very jiggly.
I don't like what she's wearing.
It's wedding. It's bright. She's been on. She's just one bridal plastic.
She
She's
was
just
in
one
her
bridal
bridal
plastic.
plastic.
It is my
With her
pleasure
8
to be
brown.
the host for what is sure to be an extraordinary event. For the last few months, we have witnessed not only amazing transformations, but the difficult journey that each woman took to get here.
Oh,
Now,
this is just going to be a trauma fest for
Yeah,
2.5
every
hours,
one
isn't
of
it?
tonight's contestants have truly earned their place. This evening, you will be amazed at how these once insecure, ordinary women will now be competing as confident beauty queens.
Why are you like ordinary women as if that's an insult?
Yeah.
You poor ordinary woman. Aren't you very ordinary? We're taking these ugly ducklings and turning them into Browlifts.
Now, let's meet the 5 people who have the truly difficult
Oh, there's no
task of
banister for her to
judging
caress.
tonight. Our first judge is no
Who are
stranger
these
to
people?
pageants, having just won a celebrated title last year. She is Miss USA 2003.
Ooh, 2000.
Last year, 2003!
She has
Oh.
shaped the careers of some of your favorite
Ooh.
supermodels, including Cheryl Teagues, Kathy Ireland, and Tyra Banks.
Oh.
And Cheryl
Oh, it's her fault.
Valerie Trott.
Trot along, bitch.
Trot
She
along,
is
Valerie
the top
girl.
publisher of America's best-selling self-help books, including The Zone, LA Shape
The
Guide,
Vampire.
and the newly released Complete Confidence. Here is Judith Regan.
Newly released from prison.
Yeah, but yeah.
Judy
She's the
Regan.
beauty director
Come to eat the soul of the pageant.
#1 celebrity magazine from Star.
Celebrity magazine. The only one.
Why is that a judge?
She's a celebrity magazine.
Hollywood's biggest star.
Oh, I've seen it.
It's my ring. Jeez!
He's
Oh, is that what he's got? Yes, from Drag Race.
He did Drag Race and he also did American Next Top Model. He won the Swan. The Gander Girls.
Now, tonight,
Exit
the
stage
woman
left.
who will be crowned a Swan will also receive a vast array of sensational prizes. So, let's take a look.
Did you hear that soft too?
Yeah.
Tonight's Swan Pageant winner will receive a modeling contract with the world-renowned Champagne Trot Agency of Los Angeles.
Champagne Trot.
What a horrible
An
name.
incredible designer wardrobe provided by Tadashi, St. Pucci, and Claire's Collection.
A wedding.
Claire's Collection.
Yeah.
Claire's
To beautiful
Collection.
Honolulu,
With a piercing gun.
Hawaii, where she'll relax for a one-week stay at the luxurious Hawaii Prince Hotel Waikiki and Golf Club. And she'll also enjoy a weekend extravaganza in fabulous Las Vegas as a guest of Rio All Suites Hotel.
Oh, rainbow.
Oh,
For
guys.
continuing transformation, the Swan will be awarded a $50,000 educational scholarship to Western International University. She'll also receive continued personal coaching with a $10,000 transformation scholarship from Anthony Robbins Master University.
What?
Plus, a 2004 Jaguar and $50,000 in cash. All
We have never been told the prizes throughout this whole thing. They were just like, fabulous prizes. So you win like a scholarship to a university and then a potential, like, was that master's degree or master's university?
How much budget does this bloody show have?
That's insane. Considering this is the first series as well.
Yeah, to
the
think
first
that like, it's definitely going to do well. So here is literally like millions and millions of dollars.
Literally,
Like,
if you think the year before America's Next Top Model started and they were like, a photo.
And a curtain.
yeah.
And that was it. That is incredible.
I can't believe how many prizes you're getting.
So I do quite like the idea that they are giving an opportunity to get education, because if there's one thing that you can never take away from someone, it's their education.
Yeah.
So like, while I'm like, this is an unethical, obscene show, and in a way, sort of like winning a trip to university is absolutely a symptom of capitalism that should never be addressed anywhere.
Yeah.
But like, I'm sort of glad that there is one, and they're not just like, lots more surgery, lip fillers.
Here is a coupon for toe lift.
to the woman crowned, the Swan.
Oh, and a tiara.
What? Oh, gorgeous.
I love that you bought those tiaras and we walked for like 30 seconds.
You can wave it around if you want. The Swan
The
Girls.
wait is over, guys.
Gorgeous.
It's time for the competition to begin. In a moment, the 9 contestants will take center stage
9?
with what we like
Was
to
it
call
9? Yeah, it
the
was
work
9.
of their lives. But the big question is, who is going to walk away with the title?
Me.
The drama's about to unfold.
That's
in the most
what-
unique
that's
competition ever
Boy.
devised.
It's the Swan lads.
The women compete in evening gowns, bathing suits, and believe it or not, lingerie.
Oh,
All this
yeah.
on
Oh
the
dear, we get
first
some
ever
lingerie girls.
Swan Pageant.
Don't do it coming up.
From
Oh.
Los Angeles, welcome back to the most unbelievable competition ever attempted.
How like 90s is that intro?
Yeah.
We're flying over the cityscape and it's gold. Friends and Frasier and all that.
The Swan
And all that.
Pageant.
Damn. Yeah.
And all that jazz.
Now we're just moments
Look at all the
away
twinkling.
from seeing
She's
how far
changed.
the contestants have come since we
She's
last
got a
saw them.
serpentine
Yeah.
necklace. Oh, I like that.
Just yes, I would be happy.
She
Incredible moment
would.
when each woman saw
The Garden of
herself in
Eden,
the
the
mirror
Garden of-
for the first time in 3 months. The biggest question we've been asked over and over again is, how could we possibly
I like her
prevent the
hair.
contestants from
I
seeing
like that
themselves
2000s
in the
hair.
mirror?
You are so
Well, let me
2000.
tell
I
you,
know, I love
we
it.
had to go through some
Give me 8
pretty
layers.
extreme lengths
Yeah.
to enforce the Swan program's
Just in the
number one
fringe.
rule, which was no mirrors.
Lies.
The concept of not looking into the mirror.
I do not believe for a second that they didn't see themselves.
Well, yeah, well, there's been like exposés around this, so in a couple of weeks, I'm going to do like a live after the Swan sort of like situation where I'm going to try and interview just a couple of the contestants to see really what went down, because there are so many reflective surfaces. Literally just look, there's like a porcelain like toilet seat there
Yeah.
that if it was shiny enough, you could see your reflection
Yeah,
in. So it is
yeah.
a little bit like, you could literally pour like a sink of water and look at your reflection in the
Well,
water.
even just like
Well, Dad.
even just like TVs, like just the black screen.
Apparently, though, they sprayed deodorant on the TVs to like blur the like reflection.
they would have seen. I don't believe that. And yeah.
I think you would have gotten little hints. Maybe like mirrors were banned, but you must have been able to see something. What do you guys
Well,
think?
especially if you've had like surgery like, on your body, like you'd be able to.
Oh yeah, you'd be like, oh look at
Oh,
these.
look, I
places
can't
over
see my toes
there.
anymore.
They've had a toe plastic.
It was conceived to keep the contestants from dwelling on their appearance and
Dwelling.
getting focused on their inner transformations. And And when our competitors underwent extensive surgery, the
liposuction is so
policy
aggressive.
eased their recovery.
Patients often, when they see themselves in the mirror right after surgery, experience a heightened sense of depression. And this rule eradicated that.
Blow up things on his face.
She's being a chicken lady. Cock-a-doodle little bitch.
And allowed them to
Swan
concentrate on long-term goals.
Good for them to see the progress at the end rather than.
Why does he always look so like shocked?
He literally looks like he's been told some devastating news.
So, how did we keep the competitors from seeing themselves for 90 days? Our mirror police went to extraordinary lengths to accomplish their mission.
Mirror police.
Check the entire kitchen.
They had a tough job.
Anything that's reflective, get it out of here.
Every reflective surface from our Swan's apartment to the gym to the doctor's offices were treated, including windows and television screens.
They can't have this. It's too reflective.
You don't realize how much attached you are to a mirror until you don't have it.
I must say, the one thing that really bothers me about these mid-2000s shows, all these women are like in their early 20s. Why do they all make them look like they're like Real Housewives of like ancient lady town?
Yeah, they've raised all these shows, made them look like they're 10 years
really older than what they are. Like, I just don't. What was the style of like the youth in 2000? Maybe was it like Euphoria?
Well, even you think of the 80s, all the teenagers looked like they were in their 30s because they had the big like they would have like the crazy hair that was massive. Like,
that's true.
And they would always do that. And then the way they were dressed, like they have like the mum jeans and that teenagers wear. It was cool.
It's coming back now, girl.
They would literally all look like they were in their mid-30s and they were teenagers.
That's true. That is true.
I think it's only been in recent times when we've kind of
gone the other way.
Yeah.
We're like, we need to look as young as possible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
For months, we all held our breath, hoping the competitors would be.
God, they're really dragging this out, aren't they?
The Illuminati girls.
Are you ready to see yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
She was not ready to. Andrea was not ready to see herself.
Can I have like 5 more seconds?
Everyone
When
laughed.
the moment came,
Hateful.
we all went along for the ride.
I don't look anything like that girl.
That's sad.
So Rachel, when she said that, wasn't that really sad? It's very like, I don't look anything like that girl. As if it isn't like, she's the same woman. I feel like that needed to be given so much more of like a professional approach by actual therapists rather than just like, do you know what you need? A Browlift girl.
Yeah.
Is the mirror possessed? Yeah. Like, magic mirror.
Well,
Reintroduce the nine self-proclaimed ugly ducklings who have blossomed into full-blown
Self-proclaimed? No, only because you told them.
Yeah,
you told me like, do you ever feel like an ugly duckling? I feel like an ugly duckling when no women would ever just be like, I'm an ugly duckling.
Yeah.
I'm at like this. Hello, my name's Mary and I'm an ugly duckling.
I'm more of a crow.
A vicious crow.
Yeah. Crow to a raven.
Yes, exactly. The raven girl.
Raven girl.
Each one of them came to us with her own obstacles. Each one of them struggled to change her life. Each one of them has a unique
What's she
story.
looking at?
I don't know.
She's
Our
like,
first contestant
you
is
have
Beth,
gout.
Yeah.
a young mother who saw the swan as the opportunity to focus on herself for the very first time. Let's take a look back at her story.
oh, we're going to listen to her story
Beth
again?
Lay
Oh,
joined the
lovely.
Swan program as a young woman unsure of herself and unsure of her marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Married at 19
Which
years
I
old.
forget
He's
which
the cheater.
My
Oh, he's the
husband was in a
cheater.
bar.
Scum.
And this girl leaned in for a kiss and told me he kissed her back.
That, no. If any man's like, we met at a bar and all we did was kiss and he hasn't spoken to you for days, like, they didn't just kiss.
No.
Realistically.
Fellatio.
Yeah, that man is lying.
Yeah.
Absolutely lying. Look at his awful baggy jeans as well. Hateful. I hope that Beth, wherever she is in the world now, is living a fruitful life.
Yeah.
A wonderful, lovely life.
With a
all the love
nice
she needs.
woman.
Yes. Lesbians for everyone.
Because I guess I'm afraid that nobody else would ever love me.
See, that's so.
The thing is, he didn't love you anyway.
Yeah,
he wouldn't cheat if he loved
Maybe some of
you.
the things in my marriage will work out a little bit better.
No.
During her journey, one of Beth's big
Go for
It's
it.
so sad because it's like I'm the problem.
That's
it's not
what
that,
I was just
It
about
was
to say.
I'm the problem.
Yeah,
like, I hope
my
this
marriage will be
fixes my
better
marriage.
if I change the way I look. He's still gonna cheat. Like,
Awful.
hot women still get cheated on.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, like Kim Kardashian, I know she's like, lots of people consider her one of the hottest women in the world. She got cheated on. If you're with a man and their eyes are wandering elsewhere, in the bin! Merch available now.
biggest challenges
Oh,
will
look,
be
Annabelle.
overcoming her doubts about her husband's loyalty.
How do I move past that?
By putting him in the bin.
By putting him down.
Yeah, put him down, take him to the bed.
benefits of her transformation.
Beth's extensive surgery marked the first time the two doctors worked together on the same patient.
And then they
Cuddled.
Oh,
Beth's
the
body.
swab.
But Dr. Hayworth has a unique
Gaze.
enhancement procedure that Beth will really benefit
Oh.
from.
I always forget how. Look, isn't it? Okay, so you. Also, that is the most unflattering image of Beth. I am so sorry, my love. But isn't surgery so intense? I put this across in one of my last videos. I was like, in order to be a surgeon, you have to have something not quite clicking, I think, in your face, in your mind, because how are you just about to be like, I'm going to cut this person open, rearrange some things, remove some stuff, and they're going to wake up? Like, it would feel incredibly violent. It is an act of violence, really. Yeah. And before watching this series, I never really thought about it like that, and it has affected the way that I will see future surgery.
Yeah, I completely agree.
It is extreme, and I think sometimes shows like this can make it out like, oh, she just popped to the office on her lunch and she had a facelift. Like, it's not like that at all. Like, it is a grueling healing process.
Yes. I even got a coupon.
20% off your brow lip.
Yeah.
Someone took a big baseball bat and whacked me over the face.
Gorgeous sized lips, though. I want my lips to look like
hard,
that.
overcoming both physical and emotional pain. And in the end, with all her hard work behind her, Beth was overjoyed at the results.
It is incredible. You have to admit, like, the transformation for her was quite intense.
It really was.
Yeah.
But apparently also someone said in the comments, oh, this is a hateful screenshot again. Someone in the comments said the reason why they get wispy fringes is to cover up facelift scars.
Oh, makes sense.
And to be honest, because
all of them basically had it. So
yeah, all of them had the like wispy face framing layers, and I think that's absolutely correct because like you don't heal from surgery, especially surgery to the face, for like about a year, 18 months in some cases.
Yeah.
So it's like, if this literally was filmed in like, I don't know, a 3-month period, as they're trying to lead us to believe, then they would still have like, not fresh wounds, that's not quite the word, but like really like new scars still.
Just blood pouring down.
Quickly put on a red wig to disguise it, girl. Gorgeous. But also, I feel so conflicted and realise I've stopped like 98
You're gonna
times
get
already.
you're gonna get so many comments. Stop talking!
I wanna watch it. Go and buy the DVD, sis. That's what I did. I feel really conflicted when I say that they do look gorgeous afterwards because I fully understand that like to compliment a look afterwards, after all of this process has happened to them, kind of reinforces that this is an idea that should happen.
Yeah.
I do not agree with the way the Swan has gone about plastic surgery.
Oh, completely.
But I do agree with plastic surgery. If you want to have something fixed and you have the funds to do so and you have the professional knowledge of going to like multiple surgeons for consultations, do it, sis.
The thing is, right, the thing is very different from like someone who's saved up the money to get something done and been like, yeah, I'm gonna get like a nose job, whatever. Like this is very different because like these girls go on not knowing what they're gonna have done.
Yeah.
They have absolutely no idea. They're just going, can you just fix me?
Yeah.
Fix me. And the doctor's like, you're this, and they've kind of got no real choice. And yeah, they could say no, but like
we only saw one contestant say no, and that's because she was a strong-willed person.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these women were in vulnerable places in their lives and maybe weren't in a position with informed consent to actually say, I don't want to go through this. I actually don't think that, you know, maybe I don't need a brow lift.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because some of the girls didn't even need brow lifts.
Exactly.
Sure.
Like the one thing I think of is like, are they doing something else that causes the need for a brow lift? Like, if you get a specific type of nose job, do you then need a brow lift? Or something? Like, if you get cheek implants, do you then need a brow lift?
But I feel like they've not
because every single one of them had it.
Yeah, if they said it though, it makes more sense. But he doesn't mention it. I feel like they just had like a checklist for every single person.
Especially Dr. Hayworth when he's like, we need to bring more mysterious, exotic sensuality to her face. Lies. The Swan. Everybody clap.
Stop clapping!
I've
got the clap. She's not changed her.
She's not on the ball. Where's your reveal?
Ooh, evening gown competition.
Oh, this is evening gown.
Yeah.
Oh look, she's gonna do a number.
I know that. Get your tits up.
Oh.
I'm a straight man.
Yeah, I love your straight man tiara.
Yeah. Oh. Best husband and son.
Oh. Husband in the bin.
I mean, she is stunning.
She's in her 20s though.
Yeah,
Did she just fall over?
She's dead.
She's gorgeous.
I mean,
this is a lovely dress as well.
But she does look like she's in her mid-30s.
I would never look at this woman and say, what a nice 25-year-old.
Yeah.
That is I want that. When we go techno raving, we have to wear that. She's been skyed! What?
No, that was quick. That was quick.
I've never seen a pageant before, so I have no idea how the things happen. So,
Do we have pageants in the UK?
We do, but it's not like a massive part of the culture.
Okay.
So we even have trans pageants in the UK where
Oh,
you
do
can win a trip to India to get facial feminization surgery. Let's not go there. But yeah, we have like Miss UK and like Miss Nuts magazine, and it's all very like this. I know.
Well, Nuts and Zoo have been gone now. They've been.
They used to have
Yeah.
it, yeah. So Mike Ruiz was like,
Yes, bitch! Slay 9.7.
there for the evening gown. I do like her more blonde, I must admit. But I'm anyone who's blonde. Who's this man? Who is that manservant? Hello.
Bon Shatter.
Honesty. Here's how her transformation took place.
Cindy. Oh, this is the one that they were like, she's a witch.
She's a witch. She's like, she kept saying over and over again, my witch nose. You can see the producers going,
It was your witch nose, wasn't it? Yeah. Do you remember your witch nose? Yeah.
Someone commented something and was just like, you don't judge a witch by her nose?
you judge her by the amount of children she's eaten.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen those new Twitter things that are like, oh, I did like her, but this, but oh, sorry, I'm following. I didn't realise she ate kids, but I did love her candy house.
I was just an easy target for kids to pick on. When I was in elementary school.
Like, they have a photo of her as a witch.
Halloween program. I was easily selected to be the witch.
I do actually want to say that in that photo, every other child was a witch.
Yeah, every other, yeah.
How many witches do we have in this photo?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 other witches. So I do think that maybe production saw her as a witch and was like,
We've got an angle, girls!
And a
no,
nice
witch!
bum.
Oh, look at the buttock on that! She's had a BBL, girl!
She was ahead of her time.
She was.
Easily selected.
I love the fact
to
they
be the witch.
highlighted and put a ring around it to be like, look at the witch!
My facial
Ignore all the
hair
other witches.
Ignore the other witches.
got to a point where I use a razor.
So many women do this. This is
Nowhere near as high as it used to be.
People just don't understand what it feels like inside to feel ugly.
How could you listen to a woman speaking like that in your office or whatever and be like,
You're a great candidate for our surgical program. Yeah.
like, how could you, as a production person, hear that and not be like, these people actually need help, maybe we shouldn't go ahead with this madness?
I am so shocked that this got renewed.
Yeah, for a second series, coming soon!
Sandy of her poor self-image would require some challenging surgeries.
That's an incredibly difficult nose to do. I mean, that nose could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, but so could any of the surgeries you're doing. So you've only said that to be like, but I'll fix it.
Finish the nose. That was a rather grueling, challenging operation.
Grueling?
Maintained her positive
Imagine going to your surgeon. It's a horrible place to stop. I do apologise. Imagine going to your surgeon and they've just said,
That was a grueling That was job a we've grueling. done. Yeah, you were such hard work. Hard work.
are you happy?
Yeah, I'm ready to win the lottery.
I'm ready to win.
Oh, poor
But
thing.
her trying physical transformation took less of a toll on her than the hardship of months away from her family.
That's the hardest part, I think.
My love is with you, Mama. We miss you bunches.
Oh.
God, I can't even explain how much I miss you.
Still, she pressed on with her program, focusing on
Why
her
does Greg never wear anything else?
with
No,
fierce
he's Callum.
determination.
Yeah, Callum.
And the results?
Oh, Illumina, there girls, IKEA curtains. Who wears a bracelet over a glove?
Do you not see my gloves?
Flesh of the children. I've eaten the baby.
Cindy Engel.
Oh, look at the time.
I just hit my watch so I cracked the screen again.
No. Come on, Cindy girls. I've got gout.
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 Evening gout.
Evening.
Oh my goodness. Look at that halter neck.
Oh, great. The seaside.
Seaside.
Oh, it's like blue.
Oh yes, periwinkliers.
Oh, look at her bout. She's
Oh my goodness, she's on the
starting
runway.
runway. I've got gout.
Oh look. Oh, she's really feeling it, isn't she? And you look to the left, and you point, and you look to the right, and you go over this way now.
I think I like the first goal more so far. I like the gown better.
Stop pitting the women against each other.
No,
This
I
is
won't.
madness.
No, I won't.
Oh.
She didn't get as much score, I don't
She
think.
didn't,
No.
but there could be lots of reasons why. So this was in the mid-noughties where, like, people were very judgy, and I feel like Cindy won't win because she's not white.
Yeah.
Instantly, that's where I'm thinking.
Although I agree with you, I would say her score isn't drastically different.
But I bet you no one's gonna get under 9. Imagine if they were like, oh, that one got a 3.
Surely in pageants though, like the scores aren't like too different. Like, I'm sure there's got to be more. Well, I mean, we're judging.
See, won't we?
We're judging
I've never
this
seen
already,
one,
yeah.
so I don't know. I've got like low expectations of what a pageant is, to be honest. Isn't it all like political as well? Clap for your mother. They'll be like 25 by now.
Yeah.
Those children. Ooh.
Okay, let's
manservant.
Our next contestant.
Change your dress.
Kelly didn't make it to the pageant on her first attempt. Her
it's
continued
Kelly.
hard work and effort made
I
her
love this
the judges'
necklace.
Don't say that though. She didn't make it the first
She didn't make it. No, we didn't think she was pretty enough.
No.
She wasn't enough of a swan.
No, she cried.
Still a bit duckling.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're gonna be a swan. The news of Kelly Lemmy's acceptance into the Swan program was overwhelming.
I just never thought in a million years it would happen to me. When I was in middle school, everyone isolated me. They would spit on me if I didn't know.
American school is absolutely hateful. I lost my soul. I lost my soul.
Affecting her adult relationships.
Bob and I have been intimate probably about 7 or 8 times in the last 3 years.
If she could just gain a little more self-confidence, I think that her and I would have a better relationship.
I would never think anyone would think that I'm pretty.
Kelly's psychological healing was going to be just as challenging as her physical transformation.
Some percent of patients go into a significant depression right after
Oh
surgery.
yeah,
She's at
I
risk
said this
for
would
that.
happen.
Throughout her physical transformation, Kelly rode an emotional roller coaster.
It really hurts like right here.
Because you've had lots of surgery done in the same day.
That's the one thing that was like annoying is the whole time when they would all be like, "You're overreacting. Get up. You have to do this," and it was like,
"Why are you so angry?"
As if any of them would have any idea what it's like to have all the surgery all in one go.
Yeah, like literally that Nelly Galan woman who was always like, "Why are you being so negative?" It's like you can't say that to someone who's just had like life-altering surgery.
Yeah,
like, let's be honest.
Especially when you spoke about the whole like you can sometimes get like the depression feelings after having surgery.
Yeah.
Like to go through all that. Like I'm sure some of the other people on this show, like the producers, have probably have had surgery things and stuff like that woman.
Yeah.
Like, she's always had her lips done. and
billowing
things.
Susan.
Ooh, like she'd always have her lips done. You could tell that, but like to get like a nose job, brow lift, or lipo or stuff, and then to be like,
What are you doing? Why are you negative? Yeah, negative.
You like Nelly, get in the bin.
We are so derbies.
Presumers.
Although Kelly didn't win her first round of competition, she
Sparkling
became the judge's
close-up.
choice as the wild card in tonight's pageant.
no, she was not a wild card. She was just as deserving as anyone else.
But also, the pageant is stupid.
Yeah.
She looks really lovely. She also looked lovely before. The thing is, she's like covered in 8 pounds of makeup with a fake tan and hair extensions and bleach hair. Like everyone would look immediately different.
But that's the thing, it's all very manipulative, isn't it? Because as you take a disgusting photo where they like don't wear any like
she made it frumpy,
gross, with like grey
and like
underwear and
fabulous women on the go.
like a lot of the transformation could have been done with makeup.
Is she in a two-piece?
It's just cut.
Of course it. Oh, look at that sexy hair. They're on a slant there, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think that's why they're like stumbling.
Yeah, it's because they want them to fall.
Yeah.
Give it a go. There'll literally be someone coming out halfway through, just punches someone in the face,
Push it over.
in a green suit, like a green screen suit, so they can edit it out.
Exactly. Oh. I don't really like this dress very much. Look! She's been set up! Set up!
Yeah, I don't like that outfit. Like, I wonder, did someone style them or did they pick them?
No, someone would have styled them.
So it's all contrived, it's all
Yeah, it's all not real, it's all pageantry.
You will not believe how far they've come. The competition has begun, so stay with us. We are on our way to crowning the very first Swan.
So we had like oh, is this coming up? Stop all that. I mean, like, if you put Kelly in Beth's dress, they would have been like, oh!
Yeah, for sure. No,
That was
definitely.
a horrible noise I just made. What's gonna happen?
Suddenly I'm next to
I'm literally looking.
wildebeest.
How dare you?
We now return
What goes? Oh, it's a DVD, isn't it?
No. I mean, it is, but it's not.
Each
In
of
the
these
bin?
women underwent the most radical customized makeover.
Do you think in
ever
bikini,
designed.
Amanda's gonna be like,
And tonight,
I'm in the
they're
bikini as
going to
well.
Yeah, she comes
their
out.
new
She's
style
like, full on.
She's just come up naked.
Yeah,
She's
she's like, hello.
Yeah.
Boom.
of the Swan.
Bang, bang, bitch.
I win this
Yeah,
pageant.
she's like, actually, I am the winner.
Yeah, me
Me and my 8 hair layers.
Yeah,
Work of
my
the
17
Washington
legs.
State. Now, when we first met Rachel back in week 1, she
Rachel!
felt like she would never amount to anything.
She was never amount to anything. God, they're a bit hard, aren't
Yeah, they are. And they would have been like, you
Yeah.
don't think you'll amount to anything, will you?
No.
From an extremely poor self-image.
When you're a person who doesn't have a great deal of self-esteem, sometimes you feel like, why do I bother? I was in the 3rd grade, and my dad said, I told your teacher just not to expect too much out of Rachel.
Awful father.
Awful. Why would you
It's
ever?
Disgusting.
one of the lowest points in my life.
She's a little average, but when she gets down on herself,
Divorce
it
him.
brings out
Divorce
the
in the bin.
so
Also, he looks like he's wearing brow coverage.
I'm
Put him
sorry.
in the bin.
Someone looks like that should not be saying you look average. Bye, bitch.
Yeah,
No, stop it.
that's the one thing I really disliked about this whole show was that, like, all the average men in their lives were like, yeah, she's average and I don't really love her and she's a bit,
The only
but she
reason
cooks me dinner.
the only reason they say that to women is because they are so scared that they will leave them, not find anyone else. What they do is they will manipulate and gaslight and be horrible and like insult their wives or whatever their partners, so they will never leave them.
And that's exactly it. And
Yeah.
while this is like, I know that like that doesn't happen in every straight couple relationship, but my goodness, from the amount of you guys that have been commenting all throughout this entire series, this and Bridal Plastic, it's a lot more common than people I think would like to admit.
Yes,
is that this dynamic is very much still in, because we live in a patriarchal society. Of course the men want women around them and to like treat them like this to keep them there. Come on, Rachel.
Sam was going to require extensive surgery, but losing the weight would be her
Require
biggest
extensive
challenge.
surgery. Require
The hardest part will be her nose, because she has certain anatomical areas that are difficult to
anatomical
absolutely
errors.
Her nose isn't
As
bad to
Rachel
begin with.
recovered from
Anatomical
successful
errors.
surgery and struggled to bring her weight down, she felt a lack of support from her husband.
Do you know why?
Of
Do you know
course,
why?
Of course, because now he's scared that she's gonna leave him.
Yeah, but also, do you know why? Do you know why we might weigh a little bit more after having like full body surgery? Because your body's like, what the f has happened? We need water and nutrients.
Yeah.
So your whole body goes plump, and then like they're like, why aren't you on 1,200 calories? Why haven't you lost any weight? It's like your body is literally like gone into we're dying mode, so it's going quickly, use everything that we have. And of course you're gonna like retain water and retain all these extra fluids and nutrients. I just had to get that out there. My biochemist jumped out there.
I'm not liking this conversation.
Oh, this man was terrible.
Awful.
And don't you dare get quiet on me.
That's her only communication with that man.
Yeah,
But
leave
her
him.
competitive spirit was unstoppable, and it was Rachel's incredible commitment to herself that
Can I just
finally
say, imagine going to that gym and then being like,
Sorry, the swan is here now. We have to close all the mirrors.
Yeah,
you'd
bye
be like,
guys.
oh, all right then, well, I'll just do all this. Whilst, because they wouldn't have had, like, portable things then in
Yeah.
2003. Well, you might have had iPods? No?
You would have had to, I'm guessing people still would be using like the portable CD players then. And like things like I can't remember when
Tape players?
MP3 players were around.
That's
Quite sort of
true.
like mid 2000s, but then you could only put like 10 songs
Do
on.
you remember the mini disc?
the little
The little square mini
little
disc?
square
That
thing.
was fun.
paid off.
I really didn't like the hair they gave each one of these women. You loved it though, didn't you? You were like, yes, more layers.
Yes, Anastasia.
To be left outside alone.
I don't look anything like that girl.
Once again, judges, here's your chance to see the new Rachel up Fraser and give her your first scores in the evening gown competition.
I forgot what we were doing. That was like evening
Where
gown.
am I?
What's happening?
Evening chiffon.
Oh yeah, a daytime to eat and an evening chiffon.
Chiffon.
Chiffon. Chiffon. Oh, is she? Oh. Is she gonna like stomp the runway, do a death drop?
Just comes out. Just
Just look up.
She comes out. Why has she got?
Oh, he's still there.
Right. Yeah, but why has she got? There's something on her other leg. I thought
A wooden leg? She is gorgeous. That dress, I want that. Oh, it's very, I've come to realise my style is very pageant goth.
Yeah, you're very pageant goth.
I don't like the fact they put like a whole poodle in her hair.
I want to know like the difference of time between like this and everything else.
She looks
oh wow,
totally
she's
different.
got the highest score. She's got the highest score.
And Mike Ruiz was like,
Oh, Browlifts.
doesn't she look totally different to even when we just saw her in that like after bit? As you're saying, I wonder how long it's been since the
It's probably
pageant.
because like more swelling and everything's gone down and everything things are settling into place more.
Do you think they had like the entire show air and then organised the pageant, or do you think it was like all like done within the same year or something? I
I'm
really
not
have
sure.
no idea how to. I can't wait to talk to some of the former contestants and get a timeline idea of like when all this happened.
Yeah, and the fact that like we saw one of the girls said, "I've met so many wonderful women," implies that they were all together.
All together at the same
So it
time.
would have been a short amount of time, but yeah, I wonder the gap now between all of that and then this.
Yeah. Can't wait. Girls.
But she's got the highest score.
Yeah, they've loved Rachel. Yeah, she's got two 9.9s and two 9.8, so her average is like 9.8-ish.
This next woman's self-image threatened not only her own happiness, but also the relationship with her husband. Here's a reminder of how Christina earned a place on our stage tonight.
Christina, girl!
When we first met her, Christina
Are you drowning?
I'm just pretty into it.
On my son, and my body was flat with very saggy skin. I really like belly dancing, but I cannot imagine dancing for my husband because I would not want him to see me this way.
Her insecurities that Christina has, how they affect our marriage in a negative way.
We have talked about divorce before. The way that I feel about being intimate with my husband.
They've asked every single woman about their intimacy behaviours.
Yeah.
It's like none of your
Los
business.
Angeles, Christina was determined to be able to dance for her husband and revitalize her marriage.
We need to do something about that stomach.
I hate the way he talks in such absolutes.
And the way that this word is as if like, this is unacceptable. We have to...
But now that I have it, I cannot deal with it.
Because it's extreme surgery.
Can I also say as well, the way as we talk about how he worded a lot of the stuff that this show did, because of how it's worded and the way that they've done it, I bet loads of women who were watching this came away with it feeling worse about themselves because the way that they've been like, oh, we need to fix this nose. Because half the time when they say like fix a nose, like the nose is like okay to begin with. Like,
What
it's
they
not even
mean-
anything
yeah.
that's like...
What they mean is they want to make it like Eurocentric feature.
Yeah.
It's like a perfectly fine nose, but they're like, no, we must make it small, upturned with a curve.
Just like a ski-sloped cis.
And I bet like with all the other surgeries they've been talking about, so many people who had these things that didn't really bother them was then probably after the show was like, oh, I don't like this about myself now.
Like other people must think this is true because
Yeah.
it's on TV and they've
Yeah.
said it. This show would have deeply influenced the culture at the time. Again, the same with America's Next Top Model, same with bridalplasty, about what we consider to be feminine and acceptable to look like.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely obscene.
Yeah.
Absolutely obscene.
Her spirits went up, so did her weight.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
But the
Oh, here
Swan
she
team
is.
stepped in and reminded Christina
Janessa
of her
2.0.
goals.
Ice cream on a diet? Come on. You are the only swan in the program that has gained weight since you got here.
Why say
Why say that? Why say that?
Back on track,
But also, why didn't you just give them a diet plan? If you
yeah,
like,
why
didn't
are you saying to them like, you can order all of your own food?
Why don't you order ice cream and banoffee pie
Yeah.
instead of them being like, right, we've bought you this. This is what you have daily. But like, maybe it's because they couldn't actually enforce a 1,200 calorie a day diet or something.
I think some of it as well is because they were hoping this would happen.
Yeah. Oh, a drama.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at how awful you've become.
The will to win.
It's a weird
I
choice to have
summoned
it.
a demon. Look at the time.
I'm so paranoid my screen's broken again. I'm not gonna... What's with the gloves?
It's got to be to cover something up, right?
Hand plastic.
Hand plastic. Unless it was like, why did they keep that on the screen for so long? Prison monk.
How is she standing? You ready to recreate?
Where is she? Oh. Magic.
No, she just has a standard size.
Hips. Hips. Oh, I just love black sparkle so much. I'm like, oh, fashion. Oh, she is feeling it. I think they're all gonna fall down that ramp, which is why they kind of like wiggle a little bit.
Wiggly woggly. Why is... Do you know what's really strange?
Yeah.
They've all been wearing the same kind of thing, except for the wild card, who got a red dress.
That's true. She didn't, yeah.
And it was
she
like
got
a cut off.
It was cut off, so it would have like looked a bit strange. That's very true. I wonder if maybe, I don't know, maybe she was a different size or something, and the designer was like, no.
You get red.
Because you're gonna lose. It would have been a production choice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a bit of sparkle. Is it black? It's like navy.
Yeah, it's like a dark blue.
Oh,
so she's
so far the lowest.
Yes.
I think this is the touch of racism. I think she was gorgeous.
She did.
Created a downward spiral that she just couldn't pull herself out of. Until, of course, she joined us on the Swan. Serena discovered that
We
she needed
cured
to
her
let go of
depression.
her
We
before she
cured
could
her.
embrace her
Imagine.
future.
Imagine
So
having
let's
the
take a look at her journey
gumption.
And how it began.
Denver, Colorado native Serena Voigt entered the Swan program from
And
a
that
broken
woman went on to become Tatty Westbrook.
marriage and with painfully low self-esteem.
When I look
They
in the
did- they
mirror,
love saying
I
it.
see
Painfully
Auntie
low.
Jane. I was married to my ex-husband for almost 4 years. About 2.5 years into the marriage, he started seeing someone else. I knew it for months.
Disgusting. And he sent her bloody candles so that she would smell like him in the
smell
room.
like you're awful.
How gaslighting, controlling, absolutely hateful is that? That man was terrified she was going to be gorgeous, and he was like,
Don't forget about me. No, I sent you a candle when you were upset.
oh, it's disgusting.
Denied it. I finally filed for divorce the Monday after I found out for sure that he was having an affair.
She believed in me, and
You, with your shell necklace.
It's hard for me to...
That's like in the past, I'm happy to stay at the mask.
Good.
The shell necklaces.
Serena's biggest challenge will be learning to move on from her failed marriage.
I brought the bracelet mostly because...
Learning to move on from her failed marriage.
That's an awful thing to say.
So, her marriage didn't fail. Her husband cheated on her. So, he destroyed this lovely woman's, like, outlook on life. So, the idea that they're like, oh, her failed marriage. Like, no, she learned that man was absolutely rank and should have stayed in the bin.
Yeah.
My ex-husband gave it to me.
She sounds so ambivalent. She either needs to get in or get out.
Ambivalent.
In addition to intense weekly therapy, Serena underwent an aggressive surgical plan to be the best that she can be.
She's got really great bone structure. It just needs to be uncovered.
Serena's physical
You're gonna get a face removal plastic?
Yeah.
Be a bone. Oh, she's
What a
won the Skulls pageant.
She's like dead on the floor. She's like, yeah.
Yes, nightmare before gout.
I sense there's something in the
Gout.
Recovery was going well, but turning her back on her ex was a daunting task.
I thought she said eggs. You should get eggs. I do miss you and I love you.
Oh, fuck you.
No, in the bin.
Put yourself first.
I can't have to work out myself first and foremost.
This is the only time I agreed with Nelly. He was like,
In the end,
goodbye.
Serena's commitment to
Look
moving
at his
her life
arms,
forward
Jesus.
was
Punch
her
me.
spot
Strangle
on the
me.
pageant.
Oh my gosh!
I love the fact that they kept her curly hair though. I really like that. They weren't just like, we need to straighten it. I love the serpent necklace as well.
What's
Oh,
her
here we go.
pose?
Okay,
Here we
let's
go.
bring her out, ladies and gentlemen. Serena
Hope she's
Williams.
doing like a crab.
Serena Cha-Cha. She's doing the crab. Yeah, exactly, with grudge. Ooh, elegant woman. Business.
She comes out as Samara. Ah! Mummy. Oh!
Mummy's got breasts.
She's like, I know, I am.
Oh, look!
Oh, she was literally, I am
the woman.
I am
She looks
it.
totally different again to what we've just seen.
I think there's been a time.
There has to have been, yeah. This cut of this dress.
The black
Swan Girls! I want this dress to go clubbing in. Plain Jane has left the building as our merch. Oh, very on brand.
Yeah.
Everyone is wearing a bit of a disgusting shoe. It's not quite hateful. Rigged. Rigor mortis. Rigged.
That was
rigged.
my favourite.
The pageant is rigged.
Even just the
The
way she
rigor
sold it. She came out, she had those side hairs.
Oh,
and it was yes, yes.
Completely changed
Work
their
the house.
lives, so please don't
That was
forget
rude.
yet,
Yeah, that was a
because
read.
there are still 3 more amazing stories.
Oh, piss. The Swan.
The Swan Girls.
From Los Angeles, welcome
Lost
to the most
Angolaliers.
unbelievable competition
Lost
ever
Angolaliers.
RuPaul just comes on stage and goes,
Hello.
this is my show now.
I am the fun.
Our next contestant came to us because she felt like she was a
No, sissy, that swan.
everyone except herself.
It's just a
Here's a look
swan
at how she
dying.
made it here tonight.
lovely woman, hors
Malia
d'oeuvre
Norman
gout.
joined the Swan program looking for a reason to smile.
I grew up in a small town in California. Both of my parents were deaf.
I'm just
I was
really
their
bad.
ears, basically. I definitely had to take on a whole lot more than a regular kid would. I don't have enough time to do anything for myself, really. I keep saying next month I'm getting my braces and, the money just goes somewhere else. The kids need shoes. I mean, just to be able to smile.
How expensive are braces, though? Are they as expensive as child's shoes?
So, at least in the UK, like braces, like orthodontic, it's like £3,000-4,000.
Yeah, it is
They're
expensive,
so expensive. And America, like knowing how their healthcare system is, like I can only imagine it being so much more money
Like
than
5
that.
times the price,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, alright. I just hate the fact that instead of actually being like, we're going to put you in braces, they were like veneers. Because I just feel like that's the wrong move.
The problem is the time scale this show would have been done in, this you couldn't fix teeth.
I know, but that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
It's not an excuse.
Well,
like,
it's not an
quick
excuse,
fixes.
but I completely disagree with it, but I know why they did it.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good, Scales.
Straight teeth.
Oh.
Marlene's surgical transformation was going to be tough.
These before shots are hateful.
So I don't know that much about like dental work stuff, but obviously if she's got overcrowding and stuff and her teeth the way that they are, if you were to file them down obviously into the nub so then you could put the veneers in, which is what they do, surely then, like, wouldn't they move? Because there's no more pressure now holding them in these places. Like, wouldn't they?
This is the problem, is that, like, I don't know how they did this, because that doctor, Dr. Sherry Worth, she did Da Vinci veneers, which are the ones where they only file down the front and just stick on, like, a cover.
Oh, okay.
But and it's really thin. But she was disbarred because she did over, like, too much work on people that didn't need it. And it's just like, I wonder if she would ever recommend to other people now, considering about doing whatever dental work she had done, I wonder if she would be like, yes, go for it, or not, actually, it didn't work for me. Would love to know where she is now with that.
Even with Da Vinci veneers now, if it's still a thing, but like I'm sure the process is probably very different now.
Yeah, I would agree. I would completely agree.
I see that with just some strategic changes in her face, I think that it's just
it's not iodine, but it's like an antiseptic. It's got that sickly yellow colour.
Marlene's about 12 hours out after surgery. She looks amazing.
Marlene's dream of a great smile would prove to be one of the greatest challenges during her transformation.
This is a huge handicap for her. Marlene's dental transformation has been one of the most difficult transformations in my career. Here's the before, and then there's your teeth now.
To complete her transformation, Marlene needed to learn to put her own needs first.
Growing up, I was put in the situations where I had to take care of everybody else.
Yeah.
I have a problem doing something for myself, and then
So I looking after children young or something?
No, she was looking after her parents because both of her parents were deaf. And she had to speak sign language to do it. She had to do it for her father who was having a heart attack and the paramedics, and she had to explain to him what was happening to her. What was happening to him.
God.
Like, literally. So, I don't know a lot of how many of you guys know this, but I also grew up in a household where I had a disabled parent, and a lot of responsibility was put onto me as a child that shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
I know that, like, the dynamic within disabled families is... It's difficult to talk about because it is literally like unique situations for almost every single one. But if you can not put that additional pressure on children, don't. I'm carrying some emotional baggage and some like behavioural baggage that was generated from me being a child but expected to take on adult responsibilities when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
And still to this day I battle with them. So I fully sympathise with this contestant because of how problematic it is in your adulthood.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, obviously for slightly different reasons. Exactly the same. Me and my sister both had to basically be adults when we were like 8 years old.
It creates lifelong trauma that needs to be addressed, and I think that like so when I said that in her transformation episode, I think a couple of people didn't quite understand where I was coming from. Like, I'm coming from an experience of having lived in a similar situation and having that experience of like I wouldn't want any of my children to have to experience anything that I went through as a child. So it's like I sort of understand, but it's hateful at the same time.
Yeah.
Guilty about it.
In the end, Marlene achieved the inner and outer.
Write your letter, girl.
Lovely hand.
I know. I thought this when I was like, oh.
Oh my god.
Wispy fringe.
Like
Sharon wig.
As hot as I feel.
Hey, she is tiny though.
I hate that they all get rid of their glasses. I love glasses.
I think especially if you get like a nice sexy pair of
Once
glasses.
again, judges, here's your chance to see the new Marlene Norman and give her your first scores in the evening gown competition. So, here she is.
Is it not called category?
Marlene Norman.
Oh, evening gown competition. We race the gowns. Oh! May the best woman live. I see a curl. She's got.
She's in a red
She
dress.
looks totally different. Is this the same woman?
Lady in red.
Oh my goodness.
Her hair is huge.
That is quite a lovely coloured dress, actually. It really works well for her. I think because the background is red, though, it's kind of throwing it off.
Yeah.
What gigantic bosomas.
Yeah. Bang, bang, bitch. What's her score then?
Shocking! It's a rigged!
I wonder what they're judging. Like, what are they judging? Like, I wonder what
they're always like points, elegant. It's just literally on how they look. They're just judging them on how they look.
Contestant. Now we all remember.
Which is ironic and ridiculous because they've given them the surgery to look this way, and then they're like, no, we don't.
Oh,
think
well,
that's
actually,
pretty.
no.
No, actually,
Your Browlifts, no.
It didn't work out the way we thought, so you get 4.
Yeah.
Linda, the former model who wanted to recapture
But
her
Linda,
lost
girl.
looks and regain her inner strength. So let's take a look at her story.
Belinda Besant, a former model, came to us in hopes of regaining her youthful figure.
When I look in the mirror, is he really a big fat cow?
And ending a cycle of abusive relationships.
So they put the blame on her for like being found out, being like forced into them.
Is to learn to know that I deserve someone to treat me good.
If you've seen the episode where Belinda is in, I went on quite the rant about like, don't ever feel like you are the problem when you've been in an abusive relationship, because those people have sought you out. They've seen a wonderful, well-rounded person that they love or liked, and then thought, I'm gonna destroy that.
And they will seek out people who are vulnerable.
They will say anything to make you feel in love with them, and then they'll ensnare you in their web and just make your life hell.
Yeah.
And it is not your fault for being in that situation, even though everyone on the outside is kind of like, oh, you fell for it, girl, you fell, why didn't you see the red flags? Sometimes they're not red flags, it's a parade.
People love to victim blame until they're in the situation.
Awful, awful, awful.
Belinda's therapy work would be a key element of her transformation.
I mean, it was a key element of everyone's transformation, but they should have been given more. 1 hour a week is not enough.
With Belinda's desire to regain her model figure, the SWAN team designed an intensive plan.
What was all this?
This is weird, isn't it?
His attitude went a long way towards speeding her recovery.
We sound like Banjo-Kazooie, like a character.
Relationships.
You are doing great. I want you to go to the gym, use the punching bag, put up pictures of
This was a very strange thing. Like, Nelly is not a therapist. I don't know, like, the way that she talks, like she knows what she's talking about. She is a swan coach. She's a pageant coach. She has no qualifications.
You said it, I can't remember what one it was, but you saying, like, why are you here with all the other people?
Yeah, like, everyone here is like a professional doctor of some sort, apart from Greg. Greg's just there being like,
I think the thing is, I think it's because they didn't want to say she was a producer, they used Swan Coach as
literally, yeah, so this show was made by Galan Entertainment, which is her production company, and it's just like, when she comes in and she's like, why are you being negative? And like, I think you should go and do this. Like, she has no medical qualifications at all to be talking to these women about anything therapeutic. So, in the bin, Nelly, in the bin.
Get mad. It feels great to let out all my aggressions and just to get all that
she's
anger
fixed. She's
out.
punched the pictures. Yeah, great. Nelly's done her job. Everyone clap.
Ultimately, Belinda experienced
I get frightened,
not
stop
only a
clapping.
tremendous physical transformation, but a complete inner one as well.
This possessed mirror.
With a
mirror,
wispy
mirror on the
fringe.
wall. Who is the Swan?
She's really
I'm off my face.
Yeah, she's on Ket.
Now let's meet her in person.
Ket's the baby. How is she standing?
Oh, come on, Belinda. Come on, Belinda.
She's a 7. Oh!
Oh! Rest the banister. She's a 7.
Scratched you with my
gouged my leg out.
Scratched you with my wrist. Sauce. Cut an artery.
Oh, but they've chosen an interesting length of dress. Belinda, girl. Wait,
no, it's
wait. Oh, those are some hateful hair extensions.
I don't like this dress very much.
Why are they shoulders?
I don't like this dress very much.
I like the low cut, but that sort of like odd shape I'm not really that into. Oh,
I expected those scores. I expected.
Rigged. So whose is the first one that came out the highest so far?
No, it was the 3rd. It was the one after the wild card.
Rachel.
Rachel,
highest so far.
But not only weathered her looks,
Rachel from
A6.
That didn't work at all.
No. Raquel!
From Friends! From
She
Finance!
spent 10 years mourning a broken relationship.
Do you know, that little scene there, I thought that was so funny when I first saw it. I was like, why don't you just get this spade and hoof snow out the window? Oh, don't you need a man and a brow lift?
Yeah.
What a weird angle for production to go by. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Need a man and a brow lift. That'll shovel your lawn.
Yeah. If you had a brow lift, you could get other men to do it for you. Woo them into your garden.
Woo them with your brow lift.
Ooh, look how much I can't move.
Look how much bigger my eyes look now.
I'm a 7. We didn't hear a single word.
No, we didn't say. We've seen all this already.
Yeah.
Experts had a plan to restore her.
Oh, is this the first cankerplasty?
You don't have that here.
You don't have elegance in your
She
leg.
hasn't left your room in 3 days. I'm really worried about her. I think she might be depressed.
Nelly gets a gold
Surgery
star.
was successful, she struggled with her motivation.
But they really went hard on Marnie.
For an hour yesterday, and I just That's not good. You have to wear it every day.
But the Swan team was always there to keep Marnie on her path of transformation.
No, get it. Nelly was here to go, what are you bloody doing?
And I what she was saying off camera to them.
Exactly.
I don't want to tell you this again.
See, that is not. So I always feel like this. I feel very like, when people are in a vulnerable position, do you know what they don't need? Tough love.
Yeah.
When people are vulnerable, broken down, you need to... Flowers don't grow if you shout at them. They grow when you give them nutrients and time and love and care.
And the thing is as well, is actually like, she should be wearing the compression band. You know that like...
Yeah, she should be.
She should be wearing it. But the way to go around it isn't to go and like assault her basically.
No, it's to be like, okay, so this is what we need to do. Or even, do you know, if I was bloody the Swan coach, I'd be like, right... Whenever I come and see you, we're going to put them on together so that you don't feel alone and you can experience the discomfort with someone else as, like, a friendship.
Yeah.
But no, they were just like, why aren't you doing this?
You will never be the Swan!
That's a soundbite.
And here, the more you do your repetitions correctly, good.
In the end, Marnie
Aren't you here to exercise with her?
Destiny.
It sounds like he just says something and then leaves.
The depression and powered her way to a spot in the pageant.
She defeated her depression and powered her way.
And murdered her contestant.
For goodness sake. This, I didn't like this dress.
They love those gloves, don't they? Jesus, everything's gloves.
Hide everything, girls.
That's very,
Witch.
What's that woman called?
No, what's that woman?
Marilyn Monroe. When she's in the pink, isn't she? She's like, diamonds, money.
Yeah, Money. The famous Marilyn Monroe song. There we go.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds
are a girl's best friend. No. Oh, Baywatch meets Taquan. Okay. She came to slay. I really like this. She does look a bit air stewardess from the future, but look at the sparkle on her. She's not as blonde. I just want them all to be platinum blonde. That's so terrible. That's the one. Really?
They just love the black dresses, clearly.
They do.
Which makes sense because every single time they came out with their reveal, they were all in a black dress. Basically.
Yeah, that's true. That's
women
true.
Are amazing. Every one of them has endured so much in her lifetime, and every one of them has overcome more than she ever thought possible on the Swan. Already tonight, these women have made a huge statement to all of the people who have doubted them. They've proven that they are both strong and beautiful. Now here together for the first time, the 9 contestants of the Swan Pageant.
The Swan Pageant! Oh, do the walk! Isn't pageant walking so awkward? Are they going to do a dance routine?
Yeah. You're a swan, greatest of them all.
Yeah.
You're a swan.
Oh, look at
Kelly's
she's got gout.
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
water as well.
Oh, very oh, we're going this way, but actually we're over there. Oh, and now we're coming in for the kill.
Yeah.
Pageants are so weird.
This is
pageants
very
are so strange, so weird. Could you imagine? Imagine if I was in a pageant. I was like, Rhoda, come see me at the pageant. I was like, going over here.
The thing is, I'd be sitting in the audience trying not to laugh because I know in your head, all I can hear is you going, over here, girls! Over here, girls!
Way, point that way. I'm going this way now. I'd be like the Muppets do pageants. The music as well. It's like
it sounds like elevator music.
It is like. There on the swan, day of the swan. Who will be the swan? She is the swan. I've got gout. Thank you. Listen.
No, she kept pushing her tits.
I was like, ow. Breast lift. Do you want a breast lift, Rosie? Should we do a DIY breast lift?
No, breast reduction.
Oh. You're going to put them on your eyebrows.
I just want to be bone. No skin, just literally open. This whole part of my ribcage just completely showing.
Oh!
No skin.
Well, that took a turn. Well, I suppose it's nearly Halloween. Wow. Okay. Wow. They've all got Da Vinci veneers.
Yeah.
Who are they? Oh, the doctor people.
Ah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
And those of us in between.
Everything they do on this stage tonight is being judged, and the evening gown competition was just their first test. So
do you think they have a pie fight?
these 9 gorgeous contestants, because soon we'll be saying goodbye to of them.
Oh!
Look at this! Come on to the dance!
Oh my god! And they're literally doing it in like stages.
And on the inside, well, let's face it, they are smoking.
Oh, that's all weird. They are smoking. No, they're not.
Because the bathing suit
I'm just smoking anyway.
Oh, they're not.
I'm actually on fire.
Coming up, the judges make their first cut. And later,
I can't believe they've gone with one dress and they've been out for like 10 minutes. Time to go.
Time to go home now.
Leave.
most unusual competition ever devised.
This is going really quickly.
I think when you're really into it, it's like, oh my god, an hour.
Prize. Will it be Bethlehem from Milton, Washington?
Who do you think's gonna go?
I
I think Christy's gonna go.
The wild
with the red. Yeah, Kelly's probably gonna go. And Serena.
Christina
Yeah, Belinda.
from Rancho Cordova, California.
Christina is who I meant. I think they're.
She's going.
Yeah.
Cindy Engel from San
Maybe
Diego,
Cindy might be going because they gave her a low score as well.
Serena White from Denver,
Maybe they're all going. They're all escaping this madness.
Maureen Norman from Victorville,
Your turn around to go.
Actually, we're all the swans.
Yeah.
And they will just leave immediately. Beautiful.
Except for Dr. Browlifts.
He becomes the swan.
He is the duck.
The duck. The duck. The chicken. Oh! She's going to gay pride.
That is hideous dress.
Look at all that like excuse me. Look at the like ruffling ruching nonsense there. That stylist did her dirty. Bianca Del Rio could have made a better dress in less than a minute.
Yeah.
Imagine Bianca would have been like 7 with this air.
And relived each of their journeys to the pageant stage. It's been an incredible
she's got a mic
challenge
now.
for all of these women
Did she have one
just to
earlier?
get through
I
the
don't think
Swan
so.
program.
Did she?
That's because she was like, I want you to see my collarbone.
Oh yes. Now
That dress is hideous.
asked us why end a makeover series with a pageant?
Yes.
We wanted to give the women in the Swan program the ultimate motivation. Take a look at what they've been up to in preparation for the big night.
Ultimate motivation? What, being like, oh,
There
no.
we go. 6 days a week for the last month. Each day starts
A month
with 3
later.
hours in the gym.
6 days a week for a month.
That's why some of them look so different.
That is
Because they've been
exactly
working
it.
out more. They've been.
Collectively, the contestants have lost more than 200 pounds. 5 times a week, the girls head to the dance studio to work with a choreographer.
Do a sachet. Do a ballet.
Welcome to Pageant.
Ballet.
But what
I always wonder, how do all these women afford to like take this much time off their lives?
That's true. That's really true. Like, if these people have full-time... I'm guessing they must have had full-time
Like
jobs,
some
right?
of them, I think some of them were like housewives and stuff. But like for the other ones who were like have full-time jobs, like what did you do?
Yeah. How does that
like,
work?
If you were a full-time mum, where's your kids gone all this time? Or,
Yeah. So not only were they away for 3 months for the surgery, they would have been away for like 4 months and a bit.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be away from your really young children. I feel like production is wrong there. Imagine being like you're raising children and then suddenly your mum's not there for 4 months.
I also find it very scary. Like if you're a child and suddenly your mum comes back looking completely different, like wouldn't that really fuck you up? Like especially if you're like really young.
Absolutely.
Who is this woman?
But I think Tanya, when she said that she didn't want to get her nose altered because her children both have the same nose, is like, imagine your mum coming back and looks almost nothing like you, doesn't have any of the features that you recognise, and then also doesn't share your features.
Yeah,
That's
and then it's gonna be like, well, when I get older, I'm gonna have a nose
I'm
job
gonna have
too,
to have a
'cause
nose
I'm
job to
back-
match
yeah.
mummy.
Yeah.
Mummy's nose plasty.
Would you like to wear mummy's nose?
Yes.
Baby, gotta have a ball. Here comes.
What is that? What was that? CERN? Hadron Collider?
all these women just running around as quick as they possibly can, colliding into each other. Hurry, a black hole!
Who will be the black hole?
in between workouts
The
and
black
dance
hole,
class, the
guys!
girls got a chance to
Goodness,
stand
doesn't it?
for a photo spread in People magazine.
People? More like Swan.
Afterwards, they descended upon racks full of bikinis for tonight's swimsuit competition.
Prior to the Swan
Oh, so is this what they had to fight over their outfits?
Scary as getting in a pool full of sharks.
It was just days ago that
We
our
were
competitors got their
absurd.
first look where they'll be making their world debut in
That's gonna happen at the end.
We're gonna fire them all out of a cannon.
Where's the big swan logo? It's a big black hole and suck everyone in.
The end of time happens.
CEO dropped by to give them some
The
last-minute
swan
advice to
at the
calm
end
their
of time.
nerves.
This is just residual energy that's in the ether.
Tonight, it's all down to the wire as one of these women is crowned the Swan. Who will it be?
We know that, like, I love how she said that like 80 times.
Yeah, like one of them will be the Swan. Like as if we forget, like after about 8 seconds.
What are we watching?
What's happening?
Oh, she's in that disgusting, like...
6 semi-finals
Ensemble.
finalists. Remember, they're being judged on beauty, poise, and their overall transformation.
Well, beauty, poise. Okay, so beauty and their overall transformation is the same thing. Realistically, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And what even is poise? Is poise just like
who came onto the stage like this?
Yeah.
And who came onto the stage like this?
Is poise like how much you like beg the judges for attention? Is that like if I smile and I look really happy, they'll be like, oh, what elegant poise.
Look at me!
Gold star! Excuse
You know
me.
that the true test of a woman's confidence is how she feels in her bathing suit.
A true match of a woman's confidence is how she behaves in her bathing suit. Oh, Amanda.
Does she flash a nipple or just a bit of leg?
Or is she like,
I'm actually at home under the blankets.
But the woman who used to
I see a
think she
nipple.
might
The
never
woman.
smile in public.
she hasn't got them pierced, has she? Look at that piss yellow necklace as well. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed.
That kind of just looks like a bra, not just...
Rude. This is just body judging.
Yeah, like,
this is just
how thin are you? Like, I don't get... Oh, she looks strong.
She does look strong, doesn't she? This is Beth, isn't it? Yeah.
They gave her a really high score
they
to him
did.
as well.
They did. Or is it ugly shoes?
The contestant who called herself the ultimate plain Jane, Serena!
Why are they giving her like a tie waist? Oh, it's gonna fall down.
Ooh.
Ooh. I do like that. The bikini top is lovely.
Yeah.
Every aspect of her life.
Oh, Kelly. Oh, they've done you dirty, girl. No, it's so far, sis.
And she didn't get a very high score the first round,
She
so
didn't.
yeah, I think she's
going.
Never used to think she'd be more
This is Rachel. Oh my goodness. Look at those legs. Oh, well, they love Rachel.
They absolutely love
Love her. She's very buoyant. What? Why did you give Belinda a one piece? It's a nice one piece though.
Yeah, it's not that score. At least they don't see these scores, I guess. They're not like
That's they're not
splashing out right there.
heaven. Oh
wow.
Okay. Oh, we love a little bit of a strappy one. Oh, that's not a hateful shoe either. That's a hateful score.
Remember the woman who hasn't had a date in 10 years?
What is this like? Remember the woman who died? That's a nice colour on her tan though. That sort of like wishy-washy blue. What are these scores? Oh, they're awful. It's rigged. It feels rigged.
It does feel, yeah.
Hello, Cindy.
Hello.
What is this like little pirouette they do? It's very pageant, isn't it? Oh,
good score.
That is a good score. Yeah, I don't think Cindy's going then. Oh, hello.
Here they come.
Bikinis on point. Don't fall down. You'll show a boob. Ah! Just tits everywhere. Just boobies. Oh, look! Aren't pageants bizarre? Oh, now we're going over this way, and I'm going over this way. This is so choreographed. Imagine being like, I forgot, so I just smashed into everyone. Oh, to the front, to the back. Up and down, and... This is so convoluted.
What weird,
What's happening? Should we have a bikini pageant later?
Yeah, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we answer it to the delivery man?
Yeah.
Hello, that's the pageant.
It's my labia.
Their journeys and seeing the results of their hard work. Now remember,
Right, in your
all
bikini.
contestants are being judged on beauty, poise, and their overall transformation.
Okay, so here we are.
May I
Here we
have
go.
the envelope, please?
Come on, man, savage! Bring me the swap!
I have the judge's decision in my hand.
Oh.
Here we go. You ready, ladies?
Oh, yes. Macaroni.
In random order,
Random?
our first semi-finalist is...
Oh, so they picked 6.
Bonchetta.
Cindy Ingle.
Oh!
Oh, well done,
Cindy Ingle. Yeah, well, like, from the first round I thought she might be going because she had a low score, but in the bikini they loved it, girl.
Our second semi-finalist
Told you.
tonight is...
Who is it?
Me!
I am the swan.
Beth Lay.
Oh, no surprise, Beth Lay.
Bethlehem. Bethlehem's husband and son.
That husband, Frank. He's the cheater. Forever labelled on national television. Oh, have a little
I feel really awkward standing on stage.
And no clothes on.
Naked.
Like,
hello.
It's Rachel Fraser.
Oh, Rachel. Yeah, not surprised about that. She got the highest out. She was the highest out of all of them, I think.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was.
Mike is the one that was like, she's just very boring and dull and average.
And now she got the highest score, bitch.
Yeah. They're all quite tall as well, aren't they?
Finalists this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is
Dr. Browlift.
Marnie Regevich.
Marnie girl. I feel really awkward for Marnie though, because it feels like at every moment she's just so in herself.
Yeah.
It's like she's like, this is just a thing that's happening and she doesn't really have much control. Beth and Rachel are like a power couple.
Yeah.
They're standing there like CEOs of bitch.
I'm the moment, we're the moment, we are the moment.
It's Serena Voigt.
Serena girl. So none of the women I said were going. Oh, Kelly's gonna go.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's still the same now, but it's very strange because it's all one body type.
It is.
Literally,
It's
just copy paste, copy paste,
it is,
copy
but they
paste.
did the same with surgery. It was all copy paste surgery.
Yeah.
Oh no! This is the only one.
It's Kelly Lemmy.
Oh! Gag! Oh no! Oh, but yes, but no! Oh, Kelly girls! Oh my God! I am spoken woman!
Shook! So those scores are meaningless!
Yeah!
Those scores have been meaningless!
Oh, Belinda girl!
Well done, ladies.
Those scores are meaningless.
Belinda Bassan and Marlene Norman.
She's like,
You're
help
all
me, girls.
Absolutely gorgeous, and you have to be very proud of yourselves this evening.
But you're back being ugly duckling!
Girls, yeah! You'll never be the swan!
You're stuck as the goose!
The goose. Like my heart is palpitating.
I did not expect!
She's crying!
She's sobbing.
And of course, we will see you all again later when we crown one of these 6 ladies, the Swan!
The Swan Girls we make out! Yeah!
Coming up, our semi-finalists go face-to-face with our judges in the question round.
No.
And the women show off their new
The
bodies in
question round.
That was so
competition.
intense. That last like 10 minutes, we were just like dead.
Insane. Well, my loves, I think we're going to leave it there for the end of part 1 of this video, my lovelies. I cannot believe who went then. I didn't expect Kelly to make it through at the last minute.
No.
Judging from the way that they were like, you get 7, an ugly dress girl, I really thought that Kelly was not going to make it through. So yeah, those scores then must mean nothing.
Yeah, very strange. Very, very strange.
Or maybe we've missed the calculations somehow or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think from the quick averages that we were doing. I know.
Let's see how this turns out next week on The Swan.
The Swan Girls. I cannot believe what has happened. Oh, I just don't know what's going to happen.
Girls.
Who's going to win, girls? I know this is like kind of weird to be like, who's going to win? But also be like, this show is absolutely abhorrent and please don't be.
I mean, we have to at least make it entertaining and actually better get involved.
I know.
Imagine if you just watched the whole thing, you're like...
I know, but the thing is like, when I first started watching this series, the same with Bridalplasty, I was like, this show, awful, unethical, but it's that weird way that reality TV has of like really drawing
It
you
does,
into
it
their
hooks
storyline.
you, it hooks you.
It literally is like hooked me in and I'm like, I want to say this, I want to say it. This has been going on for 4 months and I feel like it's finally coming to the crescendo of ending.
Yeah.
And with that, my loves, it's time for the Patreons. And you can see yourself scrolling past on the screen right here. Yes, you can. Oh, very delicious. I can't wait to see how this turns out. And I want to say a gorgeous happy birthday to Jodia for September 1st, to Sarah for September 18th, Ryan Vita for September 7th, and Erin Conkle for September 25th. I hope you have all had such an amazing birthday and happy birthday, gorgeous people. Today's Twitch shout out goes to Daisy Ninja. Thank you so much for following me over on Twitch, you stunning woman on the go. And if you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next video's Twitch shout out, make sure you go and follow me over on Twitch. And it's time for the top tier Patreon. Kelly Lum, Erwin Fox, Stephanie Niatupski, Steffutek, Casey Donahue, Traverful, Ryan Vita, Elizabeth Stone, Celine Yates, Lane Wade, Caitlin Coating, Ming Min TM, Caitlin Wright, Jenny Hendricks, Abigail Ash, ContraPoints, Victoria Waldock, Succubus Lena, Shell Herman, Jodia, Jared Pavlovsky, Devod, Orko Samoji, Moldy Apple, Victoria Corella, Megan Holly, Dana Broderick, and a brand new hello and welcome to Moisten98. Thank you so much for being gorgeous Patreons and allowing us to thrive and survive. Stay tuned for Thursday night where you're going to see the absolute grand finale of The Swan. And are you ready? Are you excited?
I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna go and watch it now. I can't wait. And with that, my loves, I'll see you on Thursday. Coming up this Thursday on the Swan Girls. Oh no, matching. We're also swans.
Lactation girls.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh my God.